Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the Geelong District Football League, Round 9, 28th of May 1994, out here at Bannockburn. Bannockburn versus the Geelong Amateurs, Victoria Park, Bannockburn. The umpires for today are Danny Santaspirito and Mark Osborne in the centre. Boundaries, D. Allway and R. Harris. Goals are P. Lug and A. McLean. The guest video crew today, Sean Cannon and Robert Watson on camera. I'm your director and Noel Fanning for the afternoon, and it's over to Barry Walker and David Cook. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon, Noel. Thank you very much there with the cameraman all set to go and yourself down there. And it's a big welcome up here to Barry Walker, who I haven't called with for a little while now. Barry, you've been busy at your work and your business. Great to have you back up here sitting alongside of me.
Yes, it's great to be back. The occasional one, the little fat fella's having a rest this afternoon, and we're looking forward to a good game out here at the Bannockburn Reserve this afternoon. Two sides playing well throughout the year in GDFL, and I think it should be a rip snorter of an event here this afternoon.
Well, Barry, Bannockburn have had a sensational season. They're undefeated. They're leading the second division table. 7 out of 7 they've won. Look, they haven't looked like getting beaten. I think they nearly start favourites today against the Amateurs, who have lost just one game, and that was a narrow loss to Corio back just a couple of weeks ago, and they're going pretty well too. So it all goes well for a great game here. The ground's in pretty good nick. A little bit of grass missing here and there, but we're getting into the winter, so it doesn't grow quite so well. But a good coverage of grass. No problems, I don't think, with the weather, Barry. The sun is breaking through. It's overcast, but it's a fine, mild day. No excuses for poor footy. My call.
No, here this afternoon Bannockburn have got an extra incentive too. Number 11 out there, the little fellow with the headgear on, Matty Pilgrim, playing his 100th game for the Tigers, and he's been a stalwart out here for a few years now, and I think they'll be trying very hard to notch up a win here on his 100th day here for Bannockburn.
Well, they've got a few pilgrims out here. They've got more pilgrims than they had in the Mayflower, I reckon, Barry. There's about 4 or 5 of them play out here, and all good players, one and all. Good to see Henderson out there. He missed, I think, last week for Bannockburn. The big fellow wears the number 2 Guernsey. I've seen him play many good games. Horny blows in. He was a bit of a risk at the selection table Thursday night, I believe, but he's playing for Bannockburn. And the Amateurs, of course, have got a star full forward in Martin Stewart, who's kicked many goals for them this season. He's got the ponytail down there, standing in the goal mouth at the moment. He's been picked up by the Bannockburn player in Wayne Woodman, wearing the long sleeves, playing at fullback this afternoon.
Do you think that's an intimidatory move by Bannockburn, putting Wayne down there, a little bit of muscle?
Well, he's certainly a big, strong fella, and I guess they might test the young kid out, Martin Stewart, but he looks as though he kicks a lot of goals. Every week he gets them. Here's the start of the game. Into the centre they go. The ball snapped out far there by Justin Andrews. Actually got it forward. A little kick out of the middle. Spills towards half forward. Oh, coming through Tillman. Gathers well. Lost it in the tackle. Got his teammate in a bit of stripe there. Umpire says play on. He lets the play go. Good umpiring because it lands in the arms there of Ronnie Pilgrim, and away he goes. He gives it across nicely to Ellis. Ellis goes with the right foot towards the full forward position. Running on it down there is John Tillman for Bannockburn. Can't gather the footy. Got a teammate helping him out. Shovels it out wide. Player Helman not in possession. Hand pass comes across. Here's the charge for Matt Pilgrim, lining up on the left foot. Centres the ball well.
Oh, good mark.
But a good mark to the big fella in Ben Reynolds of the Amateurs.
Reynolds handballs off towards the back pocket. Puts his teammate under pressure. Comes back across towards centre half back. Kicks a sloppy kick marked there for the Bannockburn side. A shot towards goal off to the right hand side, and the first score for the afternoon, 1 point to Bannockburn, and the player that kicked that
Wayne Colliger, the settlement drifted down there, had the left foot shot for goal, but as you said, Barry, just drifted away to the far side, and 1 point only on the board. This looks like Big Richardson kicking the ball back into play. The left foot, I think it is, comes in with the left foot. Punt kicks out towards half back. Looking for a high flyer out there. Has any mark been paid? I don't think so. He let the play go on. That's a good decision there too. It's a dry day. You've got to catch him today. In there is Tim Ellis for Bannockburn, throwing the weight around. So too James Luke for the Flying Horses, the Unicorns, the Amateurs, the MOs. Call them what you like. Doesn't matter. The ball's out of bounds on the far side of the ground. Half forward flank and in attack Bannockburn.
Right, the boundary line throw in. It's knocked down by Hornblower. It goes towards a half forward flank for Bannockburn. Socket off the ground. I think it's gone close to on the full. No, it's come off a hand, and we'll have another throw in the identical position. The ruckmen are setting themselves over there. The big fellow for the Amateurs there is bent. Up they go. Bent, it's over their heads. Player from behind thumps it back towards the boundary line. Scrambly play over there. No one's going anywhere at the moment. Over it goes. A short kick. It must have come off someone's shin. It's gone over the line, and a free kick to Bannockburn Ball out of bounce on the full, on the half-forward flank, far side the ground.
Looks like Ronnie Pilgrim taking this one, and we see the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard shows Bannockburn have got 1 point on the board. The amateurs have yet to score. Pilgrim chips it across the ground. He finds the lead of Henderson, who marks. No territory gain, but the angle is narrowed quite a bit as Henderson punts it long, looking for Tillman. He's up high. He can't mark on this occasion. At the base of the pack, the hand pass comes out. A good one too. Sets Andrew Smith free.
Doyle.
Away he goes. Down the ground, he finds Lachlan Doyle, who takes the ball. Half-back flank position. Looks across to the centre, or tumbles the kick, but it's all right because Rick Stasic, the moving pitches man, has gone down to the centre of the ground, taken the mark. He's moved the ball quickly towards the forward zone. Oh, up high. They're getting one across the nose, if you don't mind, was the full forward in Stewart. Play on as the call as Ward taps the ball forward for Bannockburn. Got a teammate. Too long for mine. And the umpire saw it that way. Good umpiring, Barry Walker. You've got to pay him in front of goal. He had plenty of chance to get rid of that, and he failed to get rid of the footy.
Jason Thiel is the recipient of this free kick. A good tackle. The player fiddled about with it for Bannockburn there for ages. He didn't know where to go, and the resultant free kick could result in the first goal. Thiel now leans back, or it's close.
Good kick.
Oh, bad miss.
Yeah, shouldn't miss those ones, I suggest, Barry, at this early stage. When you've got the play early stages, good time to kick goals to break up the other side, but Jason Thiel, not a good kick. Just noticed that in that foray there, that the full forward Martin Stewart really copped one. Corio Village News Agency scoreboard, one behind a piece.
Right, the kick in from fullback straight down the centre. Oh, lovely kick. And nice mark too. A nice mark taken there for them by Tillman. Gary Tillman kicks to centre half forward, a diving attempt to mark. Play on, the handball out here looking for Ron Pilgrim. Pilgrim gives it across to his teammate Rowath. Rowath goes out wide, finds Matty Pilgrim. Half forward flank, chips one into the forward line, and the lead and the mark's been taken down there by Collinger, is it? All I can know.
I think it's Shane Andrews.
Yeah,
actually, he was named at fullback in the paper. That's where we had to have a second look there. But Shane Andrews, and didn't they move the ball very quickly from the fullback position? Andrews comes in on that left foot, punt kicks for goal. Oh, the goal umpire's leant back. He's put it about 23 rows back. Magnificent kick off the boot from Shane Andrews, and the first major of the day goes on the board of the Bannockburn Tigers. And on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard, they've gone to 1 goal, 7 points. They lead the amateurs, who have got 1 point, and didn't they move the ball well? Lovely kick from Woodman, and away it went right down the ground.
Yes, it did. It was good team play there from Bannockburn, as you say, right from the back line. And could we say that the first coaching move has paid off?
Well, he was named at fullback. We haven't seen either side this year, Barry, so I'm not sure whether he usually starts at fullback, Shane Andrews, but, Woodman's kicking went, if that 50-metre line is correct, which I'd reckon it is, I think he's kicked at about 65 metres in from the fullback position. It was a marvellous kick. Back to the centre. Up goes Horny Blow, can't knock this one down. Running through the pack, trying to get on the ball there was Pilgrim. He's got a bit of opposition here. Picking up the ball well was Malacallis. The Bishop Chip man goes round the corner, down towards half forward, looking for the run of Johnny Ryan. JR runs on him. He's beaten on this occasion by Ward. Little kick out of defence. Too far. It's out of the full. Umpire right of the scene. No doubt about that one, Barry. And the free kick going to come to the amateurs here. And the free kick has been taken down here by Justin Andrews. Oh, the umpire's taken it back. Oh, son, you're on the camera there. You've made a blue. No doubt about it. And the bench down here going crook in front of us. Up goes Bent. Can't get it. McCabe does. Chips one out of the forward zone. And coming out, taking the mark. Oh, play on the call. Stewart, I thought, had the mark. Play on. Kicked up the ground. Up wide. It's in the pocket. Player trying to get possession down there. Might well have been more.
Oh, and I think he was a little bit stiff there, Mark Osborne. He attempted to kick the ball.
Ward's got the free kick.
Penalise him. The kick right now out to the centre wing. Players set themselves out there. A good mark taken, and again it's by Andrews. He's down on half back flank now. Spears the ball towards centre half forward. A lovely kick. Mark not taken down there. Picked up handball forward by Gary Tillman. Amateurs defence strong at half back. It comes out. Henderson runs onto it. Kicks towards goal. Over the heads of the players. No. Coming across in the back pocket there, taking it away for the amateur side was the player there. I never picked him up. The numbers are very hard to pick up at the far end of the ground. I'll leave that one to you, Cookie.
Thanks, Barry. Yeah, they are hard to get because the amateurs numbers don't stand out too well. Rick Hardy was the Bannockburn player who gathered the footy in the finish and took it over the boundary line. As the umpire's going to put this one back into play. A heap of players rising for that one. Little kick out of defence here by James Luke. Gets a few metres. Gets it round towards, back pocket, half-back flank position. Anyone able to get it? I think McCabe's got it. He punt kicks the ball, half-back flank, and as McCabe, it might be out on the full. One of the spectators out there says it is. There you are. You're on the screen now, son, and you're correct. Free kick to Bannockburn.
Right, a little chip kick down towards the centre wing. A player runs onto it over there near the scoreboard. Has taken the mark. comes in now from the centre wing, drives towards a half-forward flank. They set themselves a strong mark taken back there for the Amateurs side, and that's been taken by Thompson, is it? Thompson's kick out towards centre wing. Oh, lovely mark, Bannockburn here on centre wing. Rowett. He played on for mine. He got the benefit of the doubt. Kicks to half-forward. It's all Bannockburn over there, and they take the mark. Half-forward flank. They play on quickly. Chip into centre half-forward. Over the back, Bannockburn couldn't take the mark. Pushed off the ball, Amateurs, but they come away now. Bannockburn to Rowett with handball. Chips one in towards the pocket, and the mark's taken in the forward pocket for Bannockburn by the number 7 Guernsey, and that's Ron Pilgrim.
Yeah, Ronnie's got the ball in the forward pocket. Kicked many goals, of course, for the Bannockburn Tigers. Just setting himself for this one, taking a bit of time, comes in and punt kicks for goal. Goal umpire leans back. I think it's another one. Oh, great kick, Pilgrim. He's kicked their second on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. Goal kicker Shane Andrews and Ronnie Pilgrim one apiece. Amateurs have yet to boot a major. 2 goals, 1-13. Bannockburn on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. The Amateurs one behind. And Barry, I've been impressed with the way that Bannockburn have moved the ball very quickly out of defence, whether around this side of the ground or the far side. Their kicking has been very good, right? Pinpoint stuff, right to the man that's leading for the footy.
And they're not frightened to switch it either. Right now, waiting for umpire Osmond to come in and bounce this ball in the centre. We have the ruckman there, big bent for the Amateurs side, taking plenty of time, the central umpire. Got it right too, straight up it goes. No one gets a decisive hit down. Rowell's in there, couldn't get it, the ball underneath, and umpire Santa Spirito will move in and ball is up.
Very good to see Darren Ralph back in the GDFL. We saw him a couple of years ago with Lee District's brilliant player on the wing. He went away and played somewhere else, but he's back now playing with Bannockburn, and he's an acquisition of the side. He's got the footy now, but the umpire's picked out a free kick, and it's gone the way of the Amateurs, and Bent takes the free kick. He's a big lump of a fellow, I can tell you. He puts it in the air, or not a particularly good kick, sets it up for no one in particular, and dropping it and taking the mark is Gary Tillman at centre half back for Bannockburn. Chips the pass across to the true centre half back position, and I think he found his teammate there. Just missed him. He went down the ground, long two down towards
nice
centre half forward, but getting back and taking a good one is Brad Thompson.
Thompson from centre half back goes straight down the ground towards centre half forward, looking for his teammate there. Oh, pushed in the back and should take the free kick. Justin Andrews in between centre half forward and the centre. Plays on quickly. Oh, Rowett meets him solidly. A high kick down towards the pocket. Stewart caught in the middle. Good play, Bannockburn. They roved the pack well there. Got the kick out to half back flank. Over the line it goes before Ellis can get to it, and we'll have a throw in right in front of the coach's box here in the interchange on the centre wing. Boundary umpire throws it in high. Bent caught behind. Up goes the Bannockburn players. They interfered with each other. Handball quickly there by Middleton across to his teammate who kicked it down. Andrew Smith it was. Doyle caught behind. Had to chase the ball out there where it was Travis. Kicks it wide to half forward flank. Running onto it over there is it Andrews again. Handball's around his shoulder looking for his teammate who's bowled over in the process.
Oh, it's tough out there, Barry. Wilson's got one too. He let it go. Good umpire. There wasn't much in it. Was good physical stuff. Running after the footy out there on the far side of the ground. Brad Thompson gets the hand pass back towards Wilson. It eludes him. Picked up by McCabe. And Ken McCabe, the ever-reliable defender, goes towards centre wing. Over the top of the pack it goes. Here's a chance now for Bannockburn to pick up. Hand pass towards Tillman. Has to run onto it. Gets it. Hand pass again. Long one. Over the top. Lands in the arms of his teammate in Harding. Out wide goes Harding. Got a running player. Looks like Ellis out there. Punt kicks it towards the forward pocket position. And coming out, the ball's out of bounds off the hands there of Matty Pilgrim. Will have a boundary throw in, and it got a bit tough there at one stage, Barry.
I've just been informed it's Gumley down in the back line down there, and McCabe's
getting some assistance from the boundary. That's good, isn't it? They see these blokes every week, Barry.
They know the numbers without looking at
them. Don't take any notice of Smokey, mate. He's got a red rinse in his hair. Have a look at him. What a I don't know. No,
there's a flying shot at the goal mouth by Ellis. He's had a flying shot. Wait on this one.
Free kick.
Free kick paid. Tim Ellis just picking it up and having a bit of a go there. And now, that's the player I called McCabe. They tell me it's someone else.
Right, the kick now down towards the centre wing. Players set themselves over there, and a good mark taken for the Amateurs side on the centre wing by Justin Andrews. Andrews now kicks to 50-metre penalty. Is it? I took my eyes off the play there for a moment. Umpire Osmond's running back towards the half-forward flank now, still going into the 50-metre.
Play went over the mark, I think. How'd you like that for 50 metres, Barry Walker? Wouldn't like to run that downhill. Or uphill even. That's unbelievable. That's about 78, 90 metres, I reckon.
I think the wind kept pushing him, didn't it?
The umpire forgot the reverse gear. Andrews comes in on the right foot kick. It's a long one to the teeth of goal. Up goes Stewart, but he's outmarked on this occasion. That Tillman getting back, was it? Got the hand pass to Ward. He runs off, feeds off to Woodman, who runs through centre half back and kicks towards centre wing. Looking out forward and finding a teammate taking a good mark. Might have been Bath.
Flanagan
it was, and he's been allowed to come back. I thought he wanted to go on with it there, Bazza, but he's got the benefit of the doubt, and Corey Flanagan takes a good mark on centre wing.
Right, Flanagan looking for Henderson, kicks it down towards half-forward line, coming across there. Being tripped was the Amateurs player, and the ball goes across the line. It was Bent, was it? And we'll have a throw in.
Getting up now in screen there is big Mark Bent to contest this boundary throw-in. Up he goes. Pilgrim's a chance. Knocked away from him. Picked up by Flanagan. Little left foot kick around the body. Has been smothered. Amateurs in possession. Lose it in the tackle. Going in again hard was Flanagan, getting a pat on the back from his teammate there. It's out of bounds, and they've held the ball into their forward zone pretty well, Bannockburn. They've looked the better side so far, early stages, first quarter.
Right from the boundary. Pilgrim was met solidly. Too high, the umpire said, and Pilgrim will take the free kick. Handballs to Henderson. Henderson now drives the ball down towards the square. Up they fly. A strong mark taken down there for the Bannockburn side on the lead, and this has been taken by Andrew Goff, is it?
Andrew Goff, yeah. Big, strong hands there. Barry put the hands up and really grabbed that one, nearly burst the footy, and he'll come in. He should kick the goal. I reckon he's a full forward. For God's sake, you shouldn't miss this, son. He comes across. Umpire drifts a little bit, but it's through. I think you'll find it's a goal. And 3 goals on the board to Bannockburn. It's a big reunion out here today for their past players, and they're certainly showing the old timers what the Bannockburn Tigers of 1994 are like, as they've gone to 3 goals, 19 points on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard, leading Geelong Amateurs just 1 point only. And Barry, the signs are ominous for the Amateurs, because Bannockburn are teaming much better at the present time.
Yes, they are teaming much better. Their field kicking is a delight to watch at the moment. Their pinpoint accuracy, they're hitting the player that they're aiming for. Bouncing the centre, not very good, favours the Bannockburn player there in Hornblower, but he couldn't take advantage of it. Going through strongly for the amateur side at the bottom of the pack there. Comes out handball now, kicked down by Pilgrim, down towards half forward, and a strong mark taken between centre half forward flank for Bannockburn as he picks himself up, and it is...
He'll give us a look in about 3 seconds.
Johnny Tillman.
Yes, it is Johnny, yep. And as you said, Barry, their pinpoint kicking has been a delight. And there was another one out of the centre. Tillman in front. Was able to accept that. Now he's going to have the shot for goal. He's a fair way out from goal. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to kick from about 40 metres. Distance shouldn't be a problem for Johnny Tillman. He drifts it away to the right-hand side. Up they go. No mark taken. Flying shot. Was that Henderson having a flying shot on the left foot?
Missed.
1 point only. It was the big fella Henderson. He's a good player. I've seen him play a few times, Robert Henderson. He's certainly a goer, and that time just offline with the left foot shot for goal. 3-2, 20 points on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard, leading the Amateurs, who've just got 1 point only on the board as Richardson kicks the ball back into play.
And the mark's been taken there by Gumley, is it?
Yep, that's the man I think we were calling McKay before.
Plays on quickly, kicks down towards the centre of the ground. Drifting across there for them was Middleton. Couldn't take the marker. Comes forward now. Here's a chance. Oh, nice play. Sockers across the running teammate.
Reynolds.
Running through. Reynolds, he's mowed down. Good defence. Look, 4 Bannockburn players to 1 Amateurs. Handball by Bannockburn in defence. Chip a little kick out here towards a half back flank. Over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in.
Yeah,
they didn't do enough then, Bannockburn, really, did they? Yep. They had 4 players to 1, and yet they just scrambled
Barry,
out of it.
that bloke that cleared that ball was Carl Dew, won 3 best and fairest in a row at Newtown in the reserve, so decided to try his luck in the GDFL.
Well, there you go. And he actually received the hand pass from Murray Travis, who got back there pretty quickly too. So working well in defence. Barry thinks they should have made more out of it. I like the way they're getting players to the floor of the ball. Boundary throw in over the shoulder here for sure has been plucked out. This will go to the big fella Ben Reynolds, who did the ruck work in front there.
Now that's amusing, that one, because Reynolds thought the free kick was against him because he was the player behind. And I think he was a little bit startled that he's been given the free kick.
We're pretty happy to get the ball back now. He's got it back from his teammate there in Jason Thiel. And Ben Reynolds, he's about 70 metres out. 2 kicks from goal. Chips the pass in. Coming out and taking a good mark is Johnny Ryan with the long sleeves on, and JR's got it. He's going to kick from about 45 metres. Angle's quite acute. He lets go with the right foot. It's a long kick into the goal mouth. Players rise. Pay the mark to Bannockburn. Umpire said, no, I won't. It's been rushed off hands. 1 point only goes on the board. The Amateurs register their second minor score of the day. They've gone to 2 points on the Corio Village News Agency first quarter scoreboard. Bannockburn have got 3-2, 20 on the board. it.
Coming
as
on
Woodman is
coming
about
onto
to
the
kick it into
ground is
play.
Paul Bath for the Bannockburn. Going off was Rick Harding. Kick out to the 50-metre line. Amateurs in front couldn't take mark at ground level. Oh, good pick up there by Luke, is it? Handball out where it goes to Ryan. Ryan's handball to a teammate, sets sail, and I think he's got it. No, just offline, and that was kicked by... Just running back there at 50-metre line.
Pick him up, Barry. I'll give the score 3-2, 20 points to Bannockburn. Amateurs now go to 3 points off the board as Woodman chips the ball into play. Lovely kick too. Got his teammate. Over to go to Ward. Ward comes away on left foot for Bannockburn Tigers. Round to the centre wing he goes. Bent run underneath that one, and the mark taken by the dashing Roweth. He spears the pass into Woods. Well, short of centre half forward. The kicker's a good one. A teammate. Take the mark. Play on immediately. The hand pass comes out nicely, and away go Bannockburn towards half forward.
Goff.
And that looks
No,
like
it's not.
Goff, is
No.
it?
Right now, the kick down to the forward pocket. Pilgrim couldn't take the mark. He's hotly chased there by Klingon. Klingon gets a handball away to a teammate running round half-back flank, spears it down here towards centre wing. Oh, a player hesitated, didn't go flat out for it, McCabe. Now he's back and he ducked. He waited for the player to tackle him, and he didn't. Roweth picks the ball up, handballs to Henderson. Henderson, plenty of time, spears it straight across the ground. Lovely kick. Beautiful play, Bannockburn. Play on from the centre. It kicks it back towards half forward. Over the back, Bent comes, but he's too late, and the mark has been paid to Bannockburn. Player on the ground when he picks himself up, we'll be able to identify him. The last point kick for Amateurs was kicked by Justin Andrews.
Justin Andrews said the player, that was Gary Tillman marking and chipping the pass across. What a particularly good pass, but Big Bent got right over the top of Ronnie Pilgrim, and he's a little bit sore, I think, is Ronnie Pilgrim, but he should be able to take this kick. Got a drink of water there up the number 6 water boy.
It's that magic water.
It's all good water out here.
It's that magic water that Ronnie Brain's drinking with the past players, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's given away the water cape. He's back to the old Ronnie Brain, I think you'll find. Here comes Ron Pilgrim. Wants to run around the man on the mark. Shows him the ball. Goes with left foot. Lovely kick at goal. Have a look at this. Ronnie Pilgrim, you're a champion. So what a goal. And he's going back and let Big Bent know about it too. He said, just see that one, you idiot. If you don't mind. Great goal kick by Ronnie Pilgrim. That's his second. And Bannockburn have gone further ahead. 4-2-26 on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. They lead the Amateurs just 3 points. 23 points in front. Getting towards quarter time.
Tell
And
you
this
what,
has been a big quarter, Barry.
Bannockburn don't want to get sucked in here. A couple of their players are forgetting that it's a game of football. They're in front. Just keep going. He's off.
Yeah, change being made here, Ron.
And the player that's made the change, Matty Pilgrim, he's woke up pretty quick that he could have been in trouble there. The big fella Hornblower, was it?
Yeah, big horny blows gone off, and the little fella Harding's come back on.
Yeah, and that was instigated there by Matty Pilgrim. I think he could see that there was nearly a case of things getting out of hand as far as Bannockburn were concerned.
Back into the middle. Bent does the ruck work. Up he goes. Beaten for this time by Tillman. Hand pass. Comes out. Too wide for College. It can't handle it. Comes back to Roweth. Away goes the racehorse. Has a bounce. Spears the hand pass over the top. He's got a teammate Henderson waiting for it. Gives it back to a running player. Looks like the 52 jumper. Is it Flanagan having a fine shot on the left foot? He's offline. Might have even been Paul Bath, I think, coming onto the ground there. Was it
No,
Barry?
stick to Flanagan.
Stick to Flanagan.
First choice.
Got it the first time. Should have stuck with that. It's offline anyway. It's off hands, and it's a boundary throw-in alongside the behind post. And Bannockburn doing all the attacking.
Right, ball thrown in the back pocket. It's scramble play over there. Bannockburn force it out, but it goes across the line, and we'll have a throw-in. And that was Murray Travis over there in the pocket.
Yeah, playing as a ruck rover, I think, today. Murray's been up and down the ground a fair bit. We saw him do some good work in defence earlier on, and now he's down to the forward pocket. Boundary throw in. Malachillis waits for this, but it doesn't go near him. It's tapped away, overrunning the football there. Schwarzer Middleton at the base of the pack. Rick Stasic stacks it on top with the moving pitches. Umpire says too many around the ball as Big Henderson gives it back. Umpire says going to throw this one up this time and give the ruckman every opportunity to knock the ball clear.
A Ray Edwards bounce.
And it's now gone out of bounds, and we'll see a boundary umpire throw in as opposed to a Ray Edwards bounce as Stasic picks himself up from the base of the pack.
While we're waiting for this ball to come back, one of these umpires here today asked me to mention him as the Magnificent Six. I think there might be a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek jibe at the top six.
Oh, is that right? Well, I won't let that one go, get into that at all, Barry. That'll go through the keeper for me as a hand pass. Comes back from Pilgrim to a teammate. Is this Henderson, is it? On the right foot, lobbing it up in the goal square, looking for some high flyers, and Richardson goes up as he paid the mark. He is not. Play on as the call. The mark shows on screen there, but
Free kick.
now the play's been allowed
Roweth.
to go on, and a free kick to Roweth.
Well, it looked like a mark, didn't it, Barry? Cookie?
Well, it did certainly on the monitor I was watching, but the monitor froze there just for a second or two, and evidently the umpire didn't have the benefit of the monitor, and Roweth has received the free kick directly in front of goal. No, it shouldn't be a problem for Darren Roweth. He is a goal-kicking wingman, and he comes in now, fires at the goal mouth. The goal umpire stands very, very still. He'll now put up two fingers.
The hand.
Not touched off the hand. Barry Walker
boot.
said it was touched. He's 95 metres away, as Barry Walker said it was touched. The umpire says touched off the hand. Correct call, Barry Walker. 1 point only to Darren Roweth.
The only reason I know I was watching the central umpire.
Good on you, Barry.
Any rate, the kick in from full-back now comes out here towards the members' side, we'll call it, and a free kick's been paid to Bannockburn. They're getting in front, and they're benefiting by the free kicks, and this is Paul Bath. Just come on recently from the interchange, Bath on half-forward flank.
He's got the longest pair of bike pants I've ever seen, Barry. They're nearly knickerbockers. Look at that.
Yes, what is it, the 90-30 school uniform?
Is that what it is? Bath comes in, right foot, long kick into the goal mouth. Waiting for high flyers. Up high, the big
There's a
fella
goal.
Flanagan. Kick it off the ground. Yeah, it's a goal. Barry, you'll pick up that play as Bannockburn have got their fifth of the afternoon. In the first quarter, they go on to 5-3-33.
Goff, is it, number 45? Yes, it is.
Goff's the big fella. He's the one that
Second
put it
goal.
through. Kicks his second for the day. They've gone to 5-3-33. Bannockburn. Amateurs are goalless, Barry. They've only kicked 3 behinds in the first quarter on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. It's 30 points the difference. That's 5 goals. That's a pretty handy lead, just getting close to quarter time.
And I would say that Bannockburn have got the assistance of what breeze there is out there, but it's not a 5-goal breeze, and I think this game is gradually slipping away from the amateur side.
Well,
Right
I don't think the breeze is worth much at all, Bash.
No.
I think it's just a nice day for footy. Back to the centre. Up goes
Bent.
Horny Blow, beaten for it by Bent on this occasion. Can the amateurs get the ball in the middle? They can, but only as far as Tillman, who's tripped it across half back to take the footy. Trip for mine, trip for Barry Walkers, and trips as the umpire. And the big fella Gary Tillman takes the kick at centre half back.
They're on the move.
Lovely kick again on Horny Blow. Chips in towards centre wing, takes the mark. Kicks one over the top. Plenty of options down there. Oh, player spilt the mark. One he should have taken, I thought, John Tillman. Play on as the call. At the base of the pack. Slapped out wide there by the little fella in Klingon. Got support. Needs a bit too. Oh, great tackle there by the 24 Guernsey of Timmy Ellis. Pretty tough at the base of that pack, Barry. As you can see on screen. Hand pass. Comes out. Here comes Shane Andrews. Let's fly for goal. Long shot at goal by Andrews. Drifting away to the right-hand side of the goal mouth. And 1 point only, but he's certainly been a lively customer in this first quarter.
Their tackling is relentless, isn't it, Bannockburn? If they can't get the ball, they make sure the opposition don't get a clear advantage and get the ball out of their attack.
Yep, they're doing well. 5-4-34. Bannockburn Amateurs just 3 points, and well, they'd be pretty disappointed with this first quarter of the Amateurs. They haven't looked like really kicking a goal. The full forward, the star player down there, is standing there getting very cold in Martin Stewart. Long kick out from fullback, favours the far side of the ground. The base of the pack, Luke gets a hand pass across. Oh, a player fumbled there when he shouldn't have, and that player there was Doyle. Went back in after it, lost it. Hand pass is taken away from him now as it goes out wide and running onto the football's Horny Blow. The big fella kicks one into the goal mouth. Pilgrim goes up. The little fella on the bike hat on and takes the mark, does the little fella. Well played, big Horny Blow. Did very well there for a big fella, and the kick was pretty good, and Pilgrim jumped as high as you like.
Yes, a good mark, good play again, Bannockburn. I think that little bit of
bad fumble from Doyle.
Yes, it was a bad fumble there, but a little bit of discipline. I think it's Chris Horniblow has decided, right, we're going to play football.
Pilgrim shooting for the goal mouth. Way to the goal umpire. I think it's home. Yes, it is. It is. And first goal on the board to Matt Pilgrim, playing his 100th game for the day. Ronnie Pilgrim's got 2 goals. Shane Andrews has booted 1, and Andrew Goss booted 6.
How many?
Andrew Goff was booted 2, I beg your pardon. I was looking up at the board. 6 goals, 40 points. Corio Village News Agency scoreboard shows the Bannockburn Tigers have had a big first quarter. The Amateurs remain just 3 solitary behinds.
They're winning in the centre. Not much advantage either way in the ruck work, but Bannockburn at ground level are really on top around the centre and across half back through the agency of Gary Tillman. Umpire Osmond now comes in. That's a good bounce. The ruckman have got a chance here. Oh, neither take advantage of it again, but it's Bannockburn at the bottom of the pack again through Flanagan. It comes out wide. Bannockburn leading in the race for the ball. It's grabbed here. A kick forward for them by John Tillman, and a lead and a good mark, a diving mark taken on half forward flank by Chris Hornblower.
Rocky's 24-hour Locksmith time clock shows us 26 minutes gone in this first quarter as Hornblow kicks in with the left foot towards the pocket. Thought he could have speared that one towards centre half forward, Barry. Bit of a non-result there. Punched off the hands of players. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Right, boundary umpire brings the ball back into play, and a lovely throw in over the heads it goes. Tap there for Amateurs, picked up by Doyle. Was it a kick down here, but all on his own, waiting for the ball. Taking a mark is Tim Ellis. Ellis, centre wing. Looking to move the ball on quickly now. Drives it, a lovely kick, a beautiful kick to the 10-yard square. In fact, it's over the heads of the players and through for 1 point.
Yeah, getting back there, Jim Malachillis for the Amateurs. He's been a bit quiet in the first quarter. Usually one of their dynamos, but off the hands there. 1 point only on the board up Tim Ellis.
Right now, waiting for the kick in from fullback. Out here, it's wide. It comes, a player makes a lead. He'll have to go for it, and he does, and the mark's been taken by Paul Middleton.
Lovely kick.
Back flank.
Lovely kick from Richardson, wasn't it? Gave him a chance to run onto the footy, and Schwarzer Middleton didn't let him down. The kick's not quite as good. It bounces clear of two, and up goes Horniblow, tries to tap it to the ground. Slapped out wide. Here's the chance. They're picking up the loose ball pretty well as Ellis gets the hand pass away to Flanagan. Flanagan goes on left foot up towards centre half forward. Across the front of the pack, picked up by Tillman. He's had a flying shot on the right foot over the top of the pack. Almost got his hands on it, holding it was Goff. Just couldn't hang on at the last minute, and off hands it goes for 1 point. As you said, a very good kick there from Tillman, but off the hands of Goff. 1 point only on the board.
Cross half back and the back line. Amateurs are very frustrated. They're flying against each other. They've got no one on the ground. They just can't seem to get any cohesion at all down on their back line.
Now Richardson, 42, plays 3 on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. Richardson went the short kick. He's got a teammate there. Is that Klingon, was it? Taking the mark short of half back. He kicks out towards, short of centre wing. Ben Reynolds, been a bit quiet. He's up. He can't take the mark. At the base of the pack, might be a free kick here going the way of the Amateurs player. I think he'll get one.
Number
he will, and that's Justin Andrews, who kicked about 9 goals a couple of weeks ago. Barry's an elusive half forward. He stands still and punt kicks it long towards half forward. Should have been a free kick there to the full forward. I would have thought there in Stewart. Not paid. Hand pass comes out wide. They're running the ball brilliantly. The Tigers, as Paul Barth gathers it in the centre.
Well anticipated.
Here's the chance for Andrews, streaming down the ground through the centre, up and over the top. He kicks it well. The ball is marked by the big fellow there. Was that Luke? Plays on immediately. Spares a pass into the forward line. Doyle, was it, the number 9 jersey?
It was marked it.
Doyle's got it now. Thank you, Barry.
You were right. Luke kicked it.
And it was Luke that popped it over. Nice little kick. Didn't go blazing away. Tried to set something up and has achieved that. And, the Amateurs badly need a goal. There's no doubt about that. They need 3 or 4 very quickly before half-time. They haven't got one yet. Barry, let's see if you can guide this one through.
Right, Doyle comes in with the drop punt. Steady. I think it's a good kick off the boot. The umpire moved across, but yes, first goal for the Amateurs, a badly needed goal, as you said, David. And maybe that might be the one that gets them going. But they're a little bit stiff not to get the free kick there to full forward. I thought that the idea of when you go for the ball, you either mark it or you touch it.
Yep.
Especially when you get into someone's back.
You're very unlucky. 6-6-42. Go Bannockburn on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. 1 goal, 3-9 points. Almost half time on the Rocky 24-hour Locksmith time clock. We'll see that one come up for in a minute at 28 minutes gone. And just while the camera's on us, Barry, a couple of things happening off the ball out there.
At centre half back.
Yeah, the umpire's going to bounce play anyway. Down he goes. Bent versus Horniblow. No player neither dominating the ruck, I wouldn't think. They're sort of knocking it to their feet a bit there in the middle. No one able to get a ball, to a player or clear of the pack. Umpire's got no option but to come in and ball it up once again.
Yes, Carl Dew and James and John Ryan having a little bit of a how do you do at centre half back. Ball in the centre, Amateurs clear it down towards the half forward. Dew underruns it. Here's a chance for the Amateurs. Badly missed there by Andrews. Justin Andrews comes out wide now. Player picks it up nicely, screws it round the corner, looking for a teammate in the pocket. He's pushed off the ball.
Thiel's free kick.
Free kick to be taken by Jason Thiel. I thought the umpire was a little bit slow there with the whistle, but he's finally paid it, and Thiel will take this kick 50 metres out, but right on the boundary line.
Yeah,
too slow. He's got to have a shot now.
Yeah.
He comes in, kicks the ball towards the centres it. That's what I mean by too slow.
Now the siren's gone. Has he paid the mark? I think he's paid the mark. I reckon we heard the siren when the ball was in the air for mine, Barry Walker. Comment, please.
Yes, I said the player was too slow. As he was walking in to kick the ball, I thought the siren rang, but
Well, I reckon we should ask Gavin Brown about that one.
I got no doubt Noel Fanning, the ball was in the air and the siren went.
and
hands went on. Took 2 grabs
he
too,
took
if you don't
3
mind.
grabs, as a matter of fact, before it was paid.
Yeah,
but
this is Stewart, who could have got a free kick minutes ago, didn't get one. Maybe it's a square up. I don't know. Don't think the umpires do that, do they? Here he comes on the right foot. Punt kicks for goal. Oh, this will please the Bannockburn supporters. He's missed. 1 point only on the board there of the staff board, Martin Stewart. And at quarter time, Amateurs have just kicked 1 goal in the first quarter. That is quite surprising. We thought this would be a pretty tight sort of a contest, but it's been all Bannockburn so far. Corio Village News Agency scoreboard shows that Amateurs have got 1 goal for. 10 points on the board, whilst for Bannockburn, they've accumulated 6 goals, 642, 32 points the difference at quarter time, Barry, and it's been all Bannockburn.
yes, it has been all Bannockburn. They're winning in the centre and they're getting the ball out of the centre. Neither ruckman have taking advantage of the ruck duels. But when Bannockburn go forward, they've got purpose. In that, by that I mean that they're kicking to a player that's leading and their kicking is precise, whereas Amateurs are struggling. In the back line, they're flying against each other. As I said before, they've got no cohesion down there. They've got no they've got to start talking across that half back line. They come forward and it's been too easy for the Bannockburn defence to clear the ball out. When they do clear the ball out, they kick it wide. They're not frightened to switch play, and that was a great quarter of football by the Bannockburn Football Club.
Okay, quarter time, 42 plays, 10 on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. Second quarter's coming right up.